everybody, welcome back to the No Cover TV podcast. Look who's in the house. Gil Faction's in the house. He's been on the show before. We had a lot of fun last time. We're going to have even more fun today. Oh, yes, indeed. We'll get with Gil in just a second. Got to talk to you out there. Thank you, each one of you, for checking out the No Cover TV podcast. All the audio shows are on Spotify. You can still check them out there, or you can check them here on YouTube. And don't forget to check out all these great video shows we're doing. It's just like being back on TV in the day. I don't edit crap, so whatever happens, happens.
That's how I like to roll.
Live TV is great stuff, and it brings in the viewers, most definitely. Check out the future shows. We got a lot of great bands, artists coming in from all over the world, and I love it. All genres. We interview an 11-year-old ukulele player soon, and that's the youngest I've interviewed. So, and I'm sure Dad and Mom will be right there, too, so I love to talk to every one of them. Find out about these kids are really kicking butt, man. They're making me look bad. That's not good. I don't like that. No, that's all right. It's all good. It's about the music. All right, people, let's do it. What's my 3 favorite words? Maybe Gil knows. Support, support, support. Support these artists. Go to their shows. Pay that cover charge if there is one. Get to their swag table. Get their album, CD, T-shirt, hoodie, coffee mug, keychain, bumper sticker. It goes on. It really does. I mean, they put their name on everything, even underwear. What's up with that? So anyways, get to the stage and enjoy that show. See if you can stay afterwards, meet these incredible artists, and see if you get an autograph. You don't know where they're going or what's going to happen. And most of the time, they just go right to the top. It's a great thing, definitely. And remember, these artists like Gil here love doing what they're doing to put a smile on your face. In return, your smile kicks right back to them and puts a big smile on the artist's face. It's a great thing. Music makes the world go around. I love it, man. I love it. In the house, Gil Faction. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to see your face again. I'm loving the experience. It's always a good time.
It is. I'm glad to have you back on. It's been, about a year possibly, I think? I don't know. I didn't look. Let me see. I don't even remember when you were on last.
Yeah, it's a little over, but it's good timing. It's good timing. I'm in a rebuilding phase, so it's good.
Good. We got a lot to chat about and talk about. But how are you doing, friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I've done a lot of moving around lately, and I'm getting ready to do a lot more moving around. So,
okay. Are you still in El?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Are you in El Paso still?
Just for a minute. I'm going to be heading out to Austin here shortly and trying to gig up and down I-35. That's my plan for the next. That's my 4-month plan. So
that's your 4 months plan. Good deal. Hopefully the weather stays good for you. Like me being in Michigan, I'm freezing my ass off, and the snow's going to be coming the end of the week. It's like, damn.
Let's trade hats. We'll trade hats after the show.
Yeah, right. I want your hat. You can have mine. Oh, that's cool, brother. So, are you keeping busy?
Actually, I'm not. What I'm focusing on is just building the best support. Okay. Financially, and then I've also linked with like some huge support musically, which is I have to give a shout out to Disgrable Records. Finally got me to ASCAP registered and everything, so it's like I'm taking like big boy steps now. You know what I mean? So
right. Definitely. The last time we chatted, you were in El Paso working the circuit, and you were wanting to get out, definitely. And I'm glad you're able to do that right now, brother. Definitely. Right. So let's, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's just fill them in a little info. You started at an early age, didn't you?
Around
16, 17?
I started playing at 7, playing guitar at 7. I signed my first indie record deal at 17. My parents had to co-sign on that.
Yeah, you did get signed. That's right. We got a comment right here, Gil. Look at there.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go. There you go. Good to see you. That's great. Thanks for sending that stuff. So, you got signed. Then was that a full band or was that trio?
No, that was I was 17. That was a full band, and what it was a independent label that one of the founders or one or more of the founders had grown up in El Paso. Okay. And so what they did is they signed 6 bands, and they were planning on doing a circuit with the 6 bands across the country. And then, like most things, you know what I mean? Like something happened and it didn't happen, but it kind of happened. We got to record some good songs and stuff. So, it was a good learning experience. And that's the name of this game, especially in today's world. You got to just keep learning about how the music business, especially in today's world, is forever changing, and you just got to keep up with it.
Forever change. From,
Yeah.
we got another comment here from Paper Dog. I'm here to heckle you, Gil, he says. That's great. I like that. That's cool, man. Thanks for
I love
that.
it. I love it.
That's great. We got them coming in already, brother. So you started young there and you moved on. And of course, life starts at 18 and we get our asses kicked. We got to go to work and do all this great stuff that we don't want to do. But, anyways, when did you really get serious about playing, doing your own thing?
Well, I had okay, so back in I want to say it was 2014. I was living in Vegas at the time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Real boring city. I don't know what there is to
Yeah,
do
it's
there,
boring.
but
Don't go
it's
there.
just
We
like,
won't have your
man,
time.
you have to dig deep to figure out something to do there. No, Vegas is awesome. I love it. I love the people there. There's a lot of stuff to do. But I ended up watching this band called Cadillac 3. And this was on Fremont Street, where the canopy thing is, that whole
Oh, yeah.
situation. So I saw them and I was like, oh man. And this was after years of playing already. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
had put it down for about 10 or 12 years, but I saw them and I was like, oh, this is really what I was kind of meant to do. You know what I mean? So
Right. Oh, yeah.
I studied and got back into songwriting and stuff. And that's when I actually
Cool.
started singing, was like about 7 or 8 years ago.
Oh, well, that's kind of reason. But you've been very busy, though, with what you're doing and writing songs and stuff like that. And hey, folks, he's got his guitar right there. We might be able to get a couple songs out of Gil if I'm
Oh,
nice to
definitely.
him.
Definitely. She's been neglected for a while, or he's been neglected for
I'm
a while. This is
neglected for a
Scarface, by
while.
the way.
Oh, look at her. Oh, she's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Tell me, when you were younger, what did you listen to?
It's funny. I have a people laugh when I mention it, but so in the fifth or sixth grade, I was hanging around with some older kids,
Okay.
and I was listening to the Beatles a lot. And then when I started hanging around with them, I started listening to a lot of Metallica and like
Metallica.
heavy metal and kind of like stuff like that, like rebellious music. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it was interesting because I could hear the genius songwriting of the Beatles, and then I could hear the classical influence of like Metallica, where they were taking like classical music and making it heavy metal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I was in, I think I took a classical guitar class for a while, so I was hearing things that were synonymous with everything, and it's just like, oh, how do you put that all together? And then it just like blew up from there. Then I um, worked with some people that were like influencing me to like John Coltrane, Miles Davis,
Oh,
some country stuff. I listened to like Gregorian chants. We used to study that stuff
really?
on
Oh,
purpose. You know what I mean? Not that it's bad, but it was like
no.
it was a different vibe. You know what I mean? So it was
Oh,
it was cool. Plus your rock and roll stuff and your punk
oh, yeah.
rock. I mean, it was just all over the map.
Right on. Got another comment here from Jerry Gallegos. You better do what he says. Or
Way to go, Gil. I hope that's what that
wave your
means.
hands in the air, cuz. So you better wave your hands, okay?
Right on.
That's right. They're just coming in. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got another one here. You just don't care. I love this.
You just don't care. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we got another one here from Paper Dog again. Oh, this is great. I love the comments, people. Keep supporting your artist out there. This is great. And the YouTube, and our No Cover TV. And if you're watching, please subscribe to the No Cover TV YouTube channel. Keep updated on all the great shows. And to Gil, while I'm saying that, give them information on how they can get to your music, you, and everything about you.
Yeah, you could search anything from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Just search Single Brass Faction. Uh, you can even email me if you'd like, singlebrassfaction@gmail.com. I'm accessible, you know what I mean? So I'm looking to hit it hard next year and see what I can put together. Like I
What?
said, now that I've teamed up with Cassandra Disgrable Records, I think like she's really helped me understand the business part of the music that I've ignorantly been ignoring, and it's just weird on this journey. You meet some really great people along the
Yeah.
way. I've met Jerry out in Houston. A lot of the musicians that I've gotten to play with in Vegas and Houston and
Sweet.
Austin. It's just like it's pretty amazing, man. It's like I honestly can't complain.
Well, good, brother. Now, you're a solo acoustic artist, and you go by, what is it, a pinch of country, a splash of whiskey. I remember that.
Yeah, rock with a pinch of country and a splash of whiskey. That's my sound. So if you ever want to know what whiskey sounds like, just tune in.
Yeah, maybe have a splash of whiskey first.
Yeah, always,
I need to
always.
sometimes believe. I'm a Scotch drinker, though.
Oh, okay, hey, each
Oh,
their
what's
own.
Gabriel say? The business side is a headache, isn't it? Yes, it is. I've been doing this for 40 years. That's why I got no hair and I'm really gray. Hey, look
Right. Well, it's really like using both sides of your brain at the same time because you're like it's hard to be artistic when you're focusing on the minutia of the math of it. You know what I mean? I get.
I think the show's going to be all about comments coming
I
in.
think I know who Paper Dog. I remember who Paper Dog is. That's
Oh, this is
that's
great,
that's one of
man.
my. Okay, so I would tell you a little story here. So I was living
Oh,
down
yeah.
in Katy, Texas, which is west of Houston, and I met. He's actually a really 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 talented singer songwriter,
Okay.
and so we would like he'd give me a call or I'd give him a call. It was like, hey man, let's jam. We're like, all right, but first things first. Gluck, 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 gluck. You know what I mean? But really, really talented songwriter. It's an honor to really know him as a friend and a person. Like he's just. I actually ended up stranded at his house during a Hurricane Beryl.
Bet you love that one.
Yeah, good times, good times. Oh, Paper Dog is not okay. So it's not Eric. It's Grant. Okay,
It's
whoops, wrong
grand,
guy.
yeah.
Wrong guy.
Yeah. Let me try to remember all the artists I deal with. It doesn't work all that
I know.
well.
Yeah, I'm bad with pseudonyms. So
Right
never.
on. Oh, now, how many singles have we got out, and are we working on any EPs?
Yeah. So right now I have been writing. The next album is pretty much already written now with this last song that I hopefully plan to perform today. This the song choices are selected. It's going to be called Whiskey Stills My Heart, like Stills, like a whiskey
Okay.
still, but what whiskey stills like calms my heart.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
And so it's basically like a really moody type of record, but it's a lot of songs that I've written throughout the years. It kind of just like when you're in your feels, I guess they call it. Is that what the kids call it now? When you're in your feels, I don't have feels anymore. I singed them off, but
Yeah, right. What's that?
so that's what the song's about. It's really about just a lot of I don't know. I guess it's just like the years that have gone past. You know what I mean? All in one record. So I'm really excited to release it. I don't know
Nice.
where I'm going to get to record it and do all that stuff yet. I haven't picked the team players yet, but it's going to be pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
Good deal. We've got looks like a question here. Oh, what's one song you would never play?
Uh, like live or in the studio. Well, I don't record covers, so I think live would probably be "Ice Ice Baby" by Vanilla Ice. It's only two notes.
Ice, ice, baby. I really can't see you doing
Actually, I'll
that
play it
song.
right now.
You asked for it.
I'm kidding.
That's about all
Never
you're going to
say
get right
never.
there. That's great, Gil. We always have a good time. That's great. So, yeah, you're a solo artist. Now, you've been doing solo for a while. Do you think about putting a little bit of a band together?
I do. I think about it all the time because those are the funnest moments on stage for me. Because I'm a singer, guitar player. Like I'm pretty much glued in a vertical position. It's hard to move around. It's hard to do a lot of stuff. So the my preference is playing with trios, so I could
Oh,
let the rhythm section jam.
hmm
I
oh
get a
yeah,
break and I can move around. And I've worked with some really, I mean, phenomenal rhythm sections in my past. So I'm like super grateful to have that experience.
sure,
I'm
sure.
talking like they are really like talented beyond what's on paper. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
it's just what those type of musicians that just like tune in and then let it out.
Love that.
It was amazing. It's been an amazing journey.
Would you like with the new EP to put a band with some of the songs that you're going to do?
Well, with this EP, well, it's going to be a full length record, but this one's going to be acoustic just because it's been my journey.
Sure, yeah,
But
yeah.
the reason why, like, so I kept the name of the band Single Brass Faction, right? Because I do plan eventually on going back to a trio situation,
I
and
like
just because
that.
it's funner. But right now, I'm just like I have that I'm not going to quit attitude.
Yeah, there you
So if
go.
I have to do it by myself all the time, like I'll do it by myself. I just prefer to find a rhythm section, you know.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's nice to have that accompaniment behind you. It just brings out a fuller sound for you. Yeah, most definitely,
Right.
my friend. And we've got some people in the house. What do you think we can get a song out of you right now? Maybe another one a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So
Let's do
this
this.
one, let's do this one's called hold on. I think I dropped something.
Live TV. Hey, how you doing?
All right.
This is
This
great
one's
stuff.
called Inside My Cell.
All right. The Girl Faction,
So
man.
this one's gonna be not girl faction, Gil faction.
Did I say girl?
I-
Oh, Gil. I think I had too much scotch already. Damn.
this song's called Inside the Cell. It's gonna be it's this one's definitely gonna be on the next record. So here we go.
Nice. Let's hear it.
Got a heart like a stone that is pure. If your heart's been broken, then call me the cure. Mr. Smith wouldn't lie about his pictures of you. This whiskey's my mistress, she always comes through. Let me be clear, make no mistake. I've got multiple wards and multiple states. Rest me in the morning, rest me late tonight. I don't see the war anywhere inside. A devil's tale and no guitar, shooting whiskey all night behind these bars. Though I never kiss and tell, secret safe inside this cell. I think we're falling from grace. Let me explain. Sipping love on the rocks is really hard to maintain. See acetylene cutting through my heart. Whales on the string are falling apart. Devil's tail and no guitar. Shooting whiskey all night behind these bars. No, I never kiss and tell. Secret safe inside this cell. A devil's tail and no guitar. Shooting whiskey all night behind these bars. No, I never kiss and tell. Secret safe inside this cell.
Oh, yes, indeed. Gil, I appreciate it, but I like that. And that's brand new, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I've never performed that anywhere or recorded it.
I
Thank you, man.
like
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No, and I want to get another one hopefully in just a little bit too, but let's continue on, my friend. Yeah, I'm looking around and your fan base is building, brother. What do you think of that?
I love it, man. I love it. Like normally people pay me to shut up, so it's kind of nice that they tuned in to hear me talk.
That's I get the same thing. That's great, Bill.
Like I'm telling a story and I get a Xanax popped in my mouth. Like, what the hell happened?
Right. Whoa! Hey, watch out! Oh, don't do that to me. Okay, maybe another one. That's funny. Now, when did you kind of start sitting back and doing what you're doing now? Because you're not really playing out at the moment. When did you take that break?
Well, I was living in Houston for almost a year, and then I moved back a couple months ago. And so right now I'm just trying to get everything dialed in so that I could like kind of work from the road, like a job wise, and then work from the road, like gig wise. So it's been kind
Oh,
of like weird balance, you know what I mean, of trying to figure that out.
right on.
But
Okay.
also like the last 10 years, I think I spent like just not paying attention to ramifications of bad choices, so now it's like kind of all catching up with me all at the same time. So I'm having to
Okay.
deal with a lot of past issues that I'm going to have to correct here in the future. So
Understandable. I've been down that road too, my friend. It's life, I guess, right? Now, when you do play out, are you still doing the smaller venues, or are you being able to get on a bigger stage in front of more people?
no, I'm still doing smaller venues. It's
Nothing wrong with that.
I've been received well. I was received well in Houston. It's like I think the hardest thing for artists, just because of the saturation, is just finding your audience. You know what I mean? And that's where like having a lot of support really comes into play, because it's just so saturated. Like you could record something, and this is what I've heard, but you could record like just atmospheric sounds, put it on YouTube, like sounds to go to sleep, and you're gonna start getting royalties out of it, but it's not really like music, and it kind of pushes you down. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, me and you have been doing this for ages and ages. And back in the day, we had to hoof it, man. We had to do a lot of work to get the music out there, man. And now you
Right.
just push a couple freaking buttons. It's all over the world. So everybody gets a chance to be a singer songwriter with backing tracks and vocal enhancements. That
Right.
isn't true artist. Come on. People put the time in, do it right, and hone in your skills like Gil did and I did.
Well, that's why I
It
think.
does. Go
Sorry to
ahead.
interrupt you. That's why I think gigging is so important,
Yeah.
because you truly find your stage presence. You truly find yourself as an artist, and
Yeah.
people that really like you will stick with you. They're not going to just be
Yeah.
flighty about it, I think. You know what I mean?
Right, I definitely agree there, my friend. This hasn't got nothing to do with this show, and I think my wife might be watching. But you're twisted, lady. She sent me something, and I'm going to show you people out there what she sent me. And if you can guess what the hell this is, I'll send you guitar picks and stickers and stuff. But if you can tell me what that chair is, you don't really want to know. But if you can tell what that is, and tell me, I'll send you some stickers, some guitar picks, all that good stuff. You're twisted, wife. You are very twisted. So, anyways, I just want to throw that out there. So if anybody's got the answer, send me the answer. I'll put it on here.
That's true love right there.
Yeah, that's true love. You know it, brother. You know it, my friend. So when are you going to hit the road?
I'm thinking March. I should be up and down I-35 in March. I'm talking from like Tulsa to Corpus and everything in between.
Okay. All right. Now, the person that's doing your PR and stuff, are they helping you with the booking, or is it just more of the business side? What's going on?
It's more of just like the minutia behind the business part of it.
Sure.
Uh, but I will tell you this: like it's just a matter of me asking. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And
Right.
I'm still like, it's hard for me to turn stuff over just because I've done it myself this whole time.
Right.
I have a
Okay.
really hard time turning it over, but I couldn't think of a better label and support system to turn it over to
Uh,
than Disgrable
right.
Records. But I'm gonna try to do it because I'm gonna try to gig like 5 to 6 days a week.
There you go,
So
brother.
that's pretty
Definitely, man.
aggressive, you know what I mean? But
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be worth it, I think, in the long run. And like I've already kind of have mapped out different venues in different cities. Like I have this whole spreadsheet thing going on, and like
Sweet.
my hair smoking cigarettes, going like, okay, here's the plan.
Here's the plan. I got the map behind me. There you go. You
So
work,
yeah,
work your way to Michigan, and I'll get you booked, my friend. I'll get you booked.
there you go.
Paper dog had an answer for the thing I just showed. A seat for the jumbo cup. Wrong answer. You might get it, you might not. Unbelievable, people. So,
Well,
anyways, let's continue on. This is great, bro. All right. Last time I didn't ask you some questions that I have now that I ask people, and I can't wait to hear the answers on these ones. And then we'll get to another song and stuff like that.
what you asked for.
Right. We're going to get personal with Gil here, so don't go anywhere. All right. Oh, my. Before I get to those questions, I see you've been doing a few podcasts and things like that.
Yeah, one of the podcasts that I do is called Goran's Picks. He's based out of Germany, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
teamed up with Just Rock Radio. And
Okay.
these two gentlemen have actually got me global streams, which is like
Beautiful.
that right there to me is like, wow, I'm pretty
Yeah.
cool now. You know what I mean? But it really
I
helped. It
rock.
really helped me out, like expand my base. Like there was, it gives you all the metrics of the countries and stuff. Like I didn't even know
Yeah.
how to pronounce like three of them. I was like, well, I was pretty good at school, so that says a lot.
But that's cool, man. We got to get it around the world. You're a great artist. I love your music. I always do, man. It's great. Well, we got another answer here. It's a timeout chair. To a point, but wrong. So we'll figure out.
My guess is
Maybe at the
it's
end,
a Facebook scrolling chair.
maybe I'll tell
Oh,
you the answer.
I think I know what it is.
Well, if think say it. I'll tell at the end of the show.
Is it a chair to give birth in?
No, not at
Even
all.
from, even from the other, like the other side?
Nope.
Oh,
From the other side. Oh no! And this Jerry here has got Victorian servicing chair. He's pretty much hit it on the nail almost right there.
well, what are you servicing? What, for oil
Well,
changes?
that chair was used for royalties when the women wanted to get pleasure, they sat down, and a guy was underneath her going to town.
Oh my word, that is true.
Oh yeah, so that's what that chair's for, people. So if you, I'm not even going there because it's going to get really raw, and I don't want to do that. Let's get talking about music. Embarrassing the hell out of me. I don't. Damn it, wife, stop it. This is all right, Gail. Let's get into some of these questions here. All right, I want to get two answers. You get two answers on this question right here. Oh, God, I can't get that chair out
All
of my
right.
head. Anyways, we're going to think around the world. And what in your heart is the two stages anywhere in the world you'd really like to perform on?
Dang.
Quite a few to choose.
Well, actually, I already played one. I thought that was pretty impressive. I got to play at the Whiskey in LA.
Sweet.
That was I'm talking great crew. It was a great experience. I had a panic attack during the whole thing. It was phenomenal. Afterward, we had Mexican food. It was good.
Oh, that's great. The whiskey's great. I have many artists that have played there, and it's just a great place to play. Iconic. It's
Yeah, yeah,
ever.
definitely iconic. And I think the other one would be like Red Rocks
Oh,
Amphitheater.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
that
that's a beautiful.
just seems so like uh, of the earth. There's probably a word for it that I'm just not aware of, but it's just
It's
like
all, it is the earth. It's all rocks, and the acoustics are great. I've been on that stage, and it's wonderful. And
really
you would sound great. You would sound
awesome.
really great, brother. It's real cool, and you're not that far from it. So get up there to Colorado and check it out. Let's support Gil's tour, everybody. All right, send money to Gil. Well, no, send it to me. I'll give it to Gil. I got to get my cut. Hell. All right, let's go to the next question, my friend.
All right.
Okay, two answers on this one right here, and these are people. Person
Okay.
that's alive, person that's passed away. Who in your heart have you always wanted to step on the stage and perform with?
Oh, easy. Jaron Johnson. He's one of my hugest influences for songwriting, and that's one of the first people I started studying.
Oh,
When I started getting back into it, he's a singer songwriter for Cadillac. I mean, he's written for everybody:
yeah,
uh,
man.
Eric Church, Keith Urban, Tim McGraw. This guy is just like he could sing. He could sing you the phone book in Chinese, and it would sound great. You know what I mean? He's just so
Right.
good. And you know who I would really? What was the question again?
Person
Who
that's
I would like
alive and passed away that you want to play with or perform with.
player perform? Okay, player perform with. Oof.
Want somebody alive and somebody passed away.
Yeah, you know who I think it would be? I have a huge blues background. I think it'd be Steve Ray Vaughan, man.
Oh,
I
that
would
was
just
so
like
sad.
I wouldn't do much playing. I would do more heavy looking on. You know what I mean? But
Oh, Stevie!
but that's how I started learning how to play solos. Is I would just put his CDs on and just try to. Well, I would try to keep up, but
Good luck with that one.
I was at least I was at least trying to keep up in the right key. I guess is what you could say. But it was like he was a huge like that's the first guitar I ever bought brand new was a Tobacco Burst or like the three colors Stratocaster. You know, it is just like I tuned down to E flat because of
Oh,
him.
dude.
Play heavy gauge strings because of him. Like yeah,
Wow.
so yeah, that's a
Okay.
huge influence. So I play
All
like
right.
13 gauge strings.
Okay. And one more person.
Oh, three.
We can go down six if we want.
I would say, you know who I'm really impressed with is Prince, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Prince.
yes, my friend. Ah, yes,
Prince.
indeed. And I'm going to show you somebody and tell me if this was a person that you listened to or thought highly of.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, that's like astronomical. I wouldn't even know what to do. Like my brain didn't calculate that level of ship. You know what I mean? Like I, it would be great to play with them, but I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't even pick the guitar up. I would just sit on the
Yeah,
edges.
just bow down to
Yeah,
Jimmy.
yeah,
And Stevie, yeah. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. And it's a shame we've lost such great artists like that. It was really sad. Definitely. I
yeah.
wish they were around still. Definitely. All right, let's continue. What's this say? Jerry says, for servants to service the house lady while husband is away. You are absolutely right, Jerry. You twisted. You're twisted just like my wife. And then he puts this one up. Here's the next one he says. Eating is not cheating. Oh! One more I'm going to pop up from him because it's even getting better. Let's see. Or for virgin as oral. Oh, jeez. I'm not even going to say it. We lost control of this show, my friends, but it's beautiful. This is what it's about. This is great. You got some great fans out there, Gil. I love this.
Oh, Jerry's great, man. Jerry's great.
Oh, that's great. Okay, let's continue on here. And now, this question I wanted to hear the answer. I like everybody's got a little different, but when you are a play now and you've hit those chords and start singing and stuff, and the people turn around, they like what they're hearing, they move towards you, swinging, swaying, possibly maybe singing your songs to you. When you see this, how does it hit you in the heart, Gil? How does it make you feel?
It's just I'm actually really, believe it or not, a really emotional person, and so like it just like it will like I'll start tearing up, like to be honest with
Right.
you. Yeah, because
I've
I
done
mean
it.
I've had some compliments over like personal message, direct message. You know what I mean? And it just is like I have to take I have to take some time to kind of absorb it because
It,
it's
it,
it's just what I do, and then for it to impact somebody like that, it's just like it's imagine getting stunned with a taser. I'm just like, "Bah."
pretty much, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I remember those moments. Well, you remember all of those moments throughout your life when they happen because it hits the heart really good and it stays there. Oh yeah. I mean, I've had to turn around a few times and try to keep my composure because it's like, well, so damn, you
Yeah.
know. But it's a great feeling. So before I ask any more questions, because I'm really losing it, and your fans are crazy, man.
Hey, the trick is to be the craziest one in the room, though.
Well, I don't know if it's you, me, or them. Hey! So while we're on that, Gil, give us another song, can you, brother?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right, this song's called "This Train."
All
Hold on, I think I dropped something again. Give me a second.
right. Maybe sitting on that seat.
This song's called "This Train." Wait for signs and invitations, so don't go blaming me. Stuck on words and conversations, don't be condescending. Every time you try to say that I was just in your way, well, you took me for granted. Yeah, you took me for granted. Separate these lines, they got us bound like railroad ties. This train ain't going nowhere. Separate these lines, they got us bound like railroad ties. This train ain't going nowhere. This train ain't going nowhere. Know how I got so good at being misunderstood. Let me know which words I should steal. So just let me explain it. Every time you try to say that I was just in your way, well, you took me for granted. Yeah, you took me for granted. Let's separate these lines. Got us bound like railroad ties. This train ain't going nowhere. Let's separate these lines. They got us bound like railroad ties. This train ain't going nowhere. This train ain't going nowhere. Sweeter than whiskey on my lips, oh darling. You could be the one, but I don't believe I won't get burned by you underneath this motherfucking Texas sun. Let's separate these lines. Got us bound like railroad ties. This train ain't going nowhere. Let's separate these lines. They got us bound like railroad ties. This train ain't going nowhere. This train ain't going nowhere. This train ain't going nowhere.
The train ain't going nowhere. Oh, yeah, Gil. Bravo. I like that. I like that a lot, my friend. Definitely. Let's adjust our caps. Hey,
Yeah, right.
gotta look good, don't we?
Mine
That's
comes with the
great.
hair, though, so I got to make sure it's on right.
I used to have long hair, not anymore. That's great, man. So let's get on to a few more questions. Wow, we're already at 41 minutes. We're having a great time, brother. I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad you came back on, man.
Yeah. No, it's been
Okay.
great. It's always a good time.
It is. It's good to see you and hang out again, brother. All right, let's get to a couple more questions before we get the hell out of here and I lose it. I'm going to get my ass kicked when I go upstairs from the studio. The wife's going to lay me out.
Just remind her of the picture she sent you.
Right. Jeez. Okay, let's go to this question right here. And I love this one right here. It always happens to my rock bands and my heavy metal artists, and I'm wondering if it happened to you, Gil.
Okay.
Any embarrassing moments on stage when you were playing you want to tell us about?
Yeah. Do I want to tell you about them?
You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Let's see. I don't have. I don't know if I should share this.
Yes, yes, do, please. Nobody's listening. It's just me and you, brother.
Okay, so this is a story about the whiskey.
Okay, yeah, I
Okay.
bet.
So this was when I was with the trio. This was when I was with the trio, right? And
Okay.
let's just say I'm very pro Second Amendment. So 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 we were sitting in the van. We had rented a van to get down to LA from Vegas and stuff. And oh man, I think I'm gonna get arrested.
Going
So
down
we
with
were
you.
sitting in the van, and like all of a sudden, like load-in time, like we're like 10 minutes late. So I normally wear, I don't know, if people would know me. I wear a motorcycle leather jacket with one sleeve painted silver, and motorcycle leather jackets have an inside pocket, right? So in the inside pocket, I had like a pocket 380. So
Mhm.
we're sitting in the van, and I'm like, my plan was to leave it in the van. Well, that didn't happen, and
Oops.
so I end up going into the front door of the thing with all my gear and stuff, and they're like searching me. So I was
Gil.
like, "Oh, this ain't good." But
No!
but the guy didn't find it, which
He didn't find it. Well, they are small because I have the same gun.
right. So he didn't find it. So we end up getting on stage, and that's actually when the panic attack set in. So I'm oh, this is bad. So I'm sitting on stage with my leather jacket across the floor, and one of the cables to the from the amp, because I play in stereo, so I use two amps and have like a 412 split in half or two speaker
Oh, okay.
cabinets.
Yeah, sure.
One of the cables wasn't plugged in, so I'm looking at the jacket the whole time. The plug's not plugged in, and they're like, "Where's your guitar sound? Like, is something wrong with your pedal board?" I was like, "I'm telling you, it's not," but I'm like freaking out at the same time. So like, I honestly don't even remember playing there. It was a wild night, but I was it was not my intention, and like I thought, it's California, so it was like I thought for sure I was gonna do like 10
Yeah,
years being in federal
go to
prison.
Husko.
It wasn't for malintent. It's just like after that whole Dimebag Daryl thing and like traveling and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, I
just
do.
scary stuff, and you don't really intend to like bring it in. You don't you don't intend to bring it to places, and I don't suggest it that don't
Yeah,
welcome it, but you just get so comfortable with it that you kind of forget that it's there. Do you
you
know what I
do.
mean?
Yeah, you do definitely, and it's a crazy country, and yeah, there's a lot of idiots out there. So yeah, you got to defend
That
yourselves.
too, and we
Yeah,
were. I mean, we were not that it's any excuse because it wasn't not my intention, but you're in LA. Like I didn't know the city. I didn't know what streets we were
oh
going to be
yeah,
around. So it's like I always had it with me, just because I always carry. You know what I mean? So
right, right. Yeah, I remember when I used to work in LA, being on rooftops, getting pop shots in Compton. We're on the roof, they're trying to nail us white boys. It's like I don't want to
yeah,
do this no more. I want to go
right. But that
home.
was
So
actually
yeah.
happening in Houston too with the with Hurricane Beryl. The linemen were getting shot at.
Oh Jesus.
And it's just like, man, it's just like people do stupid stuff intentionally, and here I am
Yeah.
doing stupid stuff unintentionally,
Unintentionally.
which isn't much better, but it's just like, you got to be the crazier one in the room. You know what I mean?
You do.
It,
You
it goes back to
definitely.
that, and so yeah. But
It
that's
does.
why
It's
I
just
would say it's
it's just
embarrassing because I should have known better, and I did
right.
know better. I just was when I saw the time, like my thing was like, let's get this done, and you know what I mean. I didn't want to screw up
Right.
for everybody. So
Well, at least
like,
you didn't jump around or bend over and it fall out and bang. You
no,
know.
it was on. I laid my jacket on the stage. Like there was no
Okay.
risk.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
but if someone had stolen my jacket, which would have been weird and impossible,
Yeah.
but
Right. Just
it was
take your
just
guitar and hit him over the
not a good look.
head.
Not a good
That's
look.
all right. Couple more questions. We're at 47 minutes, Gil. Now
Sure.
you said you're going to do that EP. What do we see in the next 5 years for my friend Gil? What do you want to do? You want to be on tour? What's going on?
Oh, that is my number one goal, man. Number one goal. So I'm gonna. Here's what I would like to do. I'd like to build my organic following on I-35. Start heading west on I-40. Go up and down the west coast. Come back, circle back I-35 again, and then head to the east coast and all around that area. And
Right.
eventually, somewhere along the line, pick up like a rhythm section, and then just do it the way I really want to do it, electrically and acoustically, and just be able to do both. You know what I mean? Whenever I
Yeah.
want.
Well, cool. That's a good. I like that. I like that. I want to see that for you, my friend. Definitely, because you're great. I love your music, brother. I really do, man.
Appreciate
And
that.
just keep pumping them out. Keep pumping them out. Last question I'm going to ask you, since we're old men, we've been doing this a long time. Yeah, I should tell you. Any advice for these young kids out there that want to do what we do?
Yeah, I got a ton of advice. One, first and foremost, like just love what you do, man. Don't do it just thinking about you're gonna become an overnight success or like some TikTok famous nonsense. You know what I mean? Just do it because you love it, and that's gonna come across more than anything. I've never really even thought there was money in this game, and I've proven myself right this whole time.
Well, that's good.
but it's good to be a well-rounded musician. Like if you're a bass player, learn about drums. If you're a guitar player, learn about the bass and the drums. Learn about different instruments. Learn about different
Right.
styles of music. Don't just get so hyper focused and tunnel visioned on what you're
Yeah,
doing.
don't do
Nothing else exists. And
that.
the one main thing I could tell you is, man, don't give up, man. There's so many. You know how many people that have told me to just stop while I'm ahead.
That ain't right.
versus the people that say, you got this. You know what I mean? And you have to just get used to that realization
Yeah.
and own it. You have to own it.
Own it. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of critics out there, and there are a bunch of a-holes too out there that are not,
I love
screw
them.
them. Yeah, right. Just do your own thing and be kind to their face and just kill them with kindness because they hate that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
I just
Most
I
do.
don't even get into the minutia of like the emotion of it. I just like, man, I'm gonna be on my dying last breath with a guitar in my hand. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean? Like it's just a part of me. It's something that's it's just who I am. It's what I do. Like I'm not gonna quit. It doesn't whatever
Yeah.
obstacle you throw in front of me, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep
Just
pushing
do it.
forward every
Just
single
keep pushing for it. Yeah.
That's
There's
it.
going to be a lot of roadblocks. You just got to hurdle over and get through them, man. It'll be all right. It
Yeah.
will be, my friend. Gil Faction's in the house, everybody. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, brother, doing another interview with you. I had a lot of fun and a great time. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's been great. It's good seeing you again, Al. I loved it. Thank
Definitely,
you.
my friend. And to your crazy fans over here, wow, I appreciate all the comments and you watching the podcast. Thank you. Support Gil and his music and his journey. And watch the No Cover TV podcast. We've got a lot of great artists coming out. Support the music scene, your local and national music. I rarely will ever interview somebody that's already made it. They already made it. They get enough interviews. It's you out there, the local and national musicians. I need to talk to future music out there, like this gentleman here, Gil. Yeah. So, Gil, this is your show. How you want to end it? Anybody want to say hi to? Hey, to?
I just want to say hi to, everybody that's like even had a moment in my corner, man. And that list is really long. A to Z. I'm just grateful, man.
That's
I've
good.
done a lot of things in my life. I've had a lot of life experiences. I've probably lived the amount of life for like six people, and so to be able to have this included in my list of things that I've done in my life, like I'm
Sure.
just it's unbelievable. It's
It
really
is.
unbelievable that
Well,
I've
you,
gone through some of the stuff I've done. So
right. Well, you got a hell of a journey ahead of you, my friend. You do. You're one amazing artist. Gil, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Again, I want you back on probably a year, and we'll see where you're at. All right, my friend?
right on, Ali. It was a pleasure, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you to your fans and the people watching. Keep continuing to support Gil and everybody else there and the music scene. So we're going to get out of here. Check out all the future podcasts because we got a lot of great stuff coming on. All right, Gil, we're going to get out of here. Peace,
All right.
everybody. You have a good one. All right. Take care.
See you guys.